Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today, as you can see, my hair has been chopped off. Absolutely love it. I love how it turned out. After spending like 6 hours in the salon, I would hope it turned out good, but I absolutely love it. The color, the cut, everything. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about my big chop. Now this exactly wasn't my first big chop. This might be like the third one. So I did have a big chop like 2 years ago where my hair was all the way down to like my hips, and then I just completely chopped it off. That's why it was a big chop. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about that, my whole experience, and to try to encourage you guys to do the big chop if you have been thinking about it, if you're scared about it, any of that, all the emotions that I was going through and everything. So stay tuned and make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell and share this with anybody that you feel that you know that they want to get a big chop but don't know like what to do, what they're going to experience, any of that. Just a little encouragement for them. So let's get into it. So like I said, my hair was down to my hips. It was very, very long. The thing with very long curly hair, it gets very tangled, very annoying to deal with on the daily, and I was debating it for a while to just chop it off and go completely short. I was looking up pictures for months of just like short curly cuts like this. At first it was called a Ziva cut back then, but now the salon that I do go to, they used to do the Ziva cut, and now the owner of the salon has created a new haircut that looks good, and I would say looks better than a Ziva cut, and it is called the Rizo cut, and I absolutely love it. Every time I go, like, this is what I need to get. This is what suits you best. This is what suits like everybody best. And if you want to straighten it, it looks good when it's straightened too. That's the thing about like the Ziva cut, it comes out very uneven if you do want to straighten it, and I had noticed that previously, like even when I was just combing my hair, like it wasn't even and it didn't look good. But anyways, I feel like I'm going off topic from what I wanted to talk about, which is the whole experience. So first thing, just make the appointment. Just do it, make the appointment. And there's really nothing to be scared about. It's hair. It's gonna grow back if it doesn't come out the way that you had pictured it or anything. Like, there are products, there are things that you can do with your hair to make it fuller or give it that look that you've been wanting it to give. But promise me, if you do go to a salon, especially a curly hair salon, they know what they're doing. So you don't even need to be scared of, oh, I think they're gonna mess up. Like, I'm scared to like leave my hair in other people's trust and all of that. Like, there's really no worries that you have to go through. It's just more so, when are you gonna do it? Like, just do it. So the day of my cut comes, this was 2 years ago, I was like nervous, excited, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know like what I could expect from my hair, like what it was going to act like or anything, because I hadn't had short hair in a very, very long time, and I didn't have like an actual curly cut. This was the first time going to a curly hair salon. They knew exactly how to take care of my hair properly. So for this first cut, I was actually fortunate enough to get the owner to do my hair that day, and I was really excited about that because I knew that she had so much experience in this and I could actually trust her with what to do. She made me feel like so at home in her salon, and I absolutely loved it. She just like talked to me before we even got into the haircut. She wanted to know about my curls, what did I do with my hair, like all of that, so that she knew exactly how to get in there and knew like what she needed to take care of. Although like looking at my hair, she could know right off the bat like what to do with it. So I had showed her a couple of pictures of what I wanted my hair to look, and because this was my big chop, she didn't want me to go in and have like a completely chop my hair off, what if I regret it type of thing. So she did leave some pieces kind of longer because I hadn't had short hair in years, so I was even scared. So she knew that I wasn't going to be like completely, I don't know how to like put it into words, but like she knew it was gonna be like a very drastic change for me. So she didn't want me to go into complete like shock. So she did take her time and explain to me like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do a mix of these two pictures that you showed me here, which one is a little bit longer than the other, and if you want to come back in a couple months and get it chopped shorter, you can, if you really want to like go shorter, because this is such a drastic change. I was literally cutting like 10 inches off of my hair. So one thing that I wasn't used to when getting my hair cut is that with a curly cut, you don't wash it first. And I was always so used to that going to any other salon, they'll wash their hair first and then they cut it. But the thing with curly hair, like when you cut your hair, you know how like they take the comb and like they comb it out and then cut it? Like that doesn't work for curly hair, because it's just gonna bounce back up and then it's not gonna be at the length that it's supposed to be at. So instead they do it when your hair is dry, and it'll be like completely combed out so it has like the full shape that your hair naturally is, and then they go in each curl by curl, chopping it off, just cutting it off and creating that whole shape that like you see all over Instagram, all over Pinterest, everywhere, like that perfect shape. And just seeing that shape come to life really like amazed me. I was like, whoa, I did not know my hair could do that. Like that was so amazing to me, and that just like completely took me by shock that like I didn't wash my hair first before they went in and cut the whole thing. So after the cut is when you do get the wash. Now at my salon, one thing that I really did love is that when you are getting your hair washed, the person who's washing your hair explains to you every single step that they're doing and every single product that they're using. At a regular salon, I feel like you won't get that. Like they'll just wash your hair and not even tell you what they're washing with, why they're doing this, why they're doing that. Like at this salon that I go to, it's very like they'll tell you every single thing. They'll tell you why they're combing this way, why they're using cold water, why they're using this certain product to get out all of these other stuff. Like I've learned so much from them and how to wash my hair properly, and I saw the biggest difference when I went home and washed my hair the way that they washed my hair and used some of the products I used, like the what's it called, the Diva Curl Built Up Buster. I got that from them. Like when they used that on me, I was like, hold up, my hair is really literally squeaky clean. Like they showed me that first time that I washed it, that they were like, you hear that, like literally you can hear the squeak, and they're like, you hear that? That's what you need to sound like that's what your hair needs to sound like when you're washing it. And they taught me all these other products to use and why to use them, and I feel like I became just so much more knowledgeable when I did get my hair cut. So because they told me like all these things, I felt way more comfortable sitting there getting it done, because I knew they make themselves so trustworthy, and I really love that. And I feel like every salon should be like that they're like telling you exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it. During that wash process, I also learned why you need to keep at least 10% of the conditioner in your hair. Don't wash all the conditioner out. You still want it to look like, what do they call it? They say that they want it to look like skim milk, kind of, when you're washing it out. Not when you're washing it out, but like when you're squeezing your hair out, that once it looks like that skim milk, like stop, because you still have product in your hair and you want to keep that product in your hair. And they take their time to do everything. Like they will sit there and clean your hair like it's never been cleaned before, and it is so good. And then after the washing process, you have the whole styling process, and you're sitting underneath the diffuser. So they'll either have you bend over and they'll have the diffuser and they'll do it that way, and they take their time to set your hair, and it's so good. Like the way that your curls come out when you leave the salon, it's like amazing, because they set it so amazingly. So they'll either have you like this and you're leaned over, but like all your hair they'll have you leaned over and all your hair, and they're sitting there diffusing it, and then you lean back and they have you at like the edge of the chair, and they're doing it that way too. And the way that they shake out your hair will come out of there looking so voluminous and amazing. I don't know, they have like magical fingers, everybody who works there, because the way that they're just like shaking your hair out to give you that volume is so, like, I can't even explain it. It's just so amazing, because you look in the mirror and you're like, I look like a completely different person. This looks amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. And that's the other thing. They want you to leave there being completely satisfied. They don't want you to leave and just being like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like this place. Like, I don't want to come here again. So I've gone back multiple times in the past 2 years to get haircuts because I absolutely love the way they do it and the way they treat my hair like so well. I've never had any salon treat my hair as well as they do, and I even had the highlights there, like clearly because I got more highlights now too. But even like the first time that I got my highlights, the girl was telling me, oh, I'm gonna take my time doing this, and because we don't want to damage your curls, we don't want to have the hair dye affect your curls in any type of way. And that was one thing I was always scared of when I did get my highlights the first time last summer, was that I was just very scared that my hair wouldn't look the same, that it would start to get like wavy again if I went back to the highlights. But the way they do it and the products that they use, it is meant for curly hair, and they do it in such a safe way that you can completely trust it. So definitely, if you're thinking about getting any highlights or dyeing your hair, I would rather go to a curly hair salon because they know exactly what they're doing and exactly what hair dye and mixes to use in order to get the results in a safe way. So that was my experience. I hope it helped any of you guys out there so that you know what to expect when you go into your haircut. If you haven't done a big chop yet, nothing to be scared of at all. You can absolutely trust it, especially if you go to a very good salon. Do your research on all salons, or even if you have friends or family that have curly hair, ask them where they go, how they like it, all of that, because it really does help in your choosing process of where you should go, get your haircut, who you should trust, all of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel, hit the like, hit the notification bell, hit all the buttons, all of them. You guys know what to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.